Hello everybody, and welcome back to another game of Duos and Dark Calls, the team tournament for Fury of Dracula. And I'm going to play a game here against Skybreaker96, which is very exciting. And of course I'm holding everybody up. Apologies for that. We got a crowd of spectators, that's always exciting. So yeah, this is game number 8 from the tournament, for me at least, anyway. And after this, I've only got one more left, so that's gone by very quickly. So, Gio and I are in contention for a top 4 position, but we have to make sure that we win all of our games. I'm very excited to play Skybreaker, because we haven't played, at least in tournament, maybe we've played a friendly game in between, but we haven't played in tournaments since the tournament that we had, which was the European League 2 years ago. So it's been quite a while, because then Skybreaker took a break and then came back for the league that we had in the autumn, but then we never ended up playing each other. So there you go. So I'm very excited here, and we'll see what Skybreaker has in store for me. So yeah, Skybreaker is representing the team called Dark Horse. Skybreaker has joined forces with a new member of the community called Azagal. And at the moment, I think... I can't remember if they're currently in last place or in second to last place. But they've both won a game each, and just because statistically they're not doing as well, that doesn't mean it's not going to be a difficult game. A lot of things can happen. And Skybreaker's got a lot of experience, and I've got to be on my game. Dracula's taking a little bit of time to think about where to start, and that makes a lot of sense, especially now with the whole encounter hand reveal before Dracula gets put down. I'm talking about it like it's a new thing, but it's been a year since that's been implemented. Newspaper reports. Okay, right. Well, at least we know we're gonna find him anyway. So that's good information. Loses Revenge. Happy days. I'll have to trade it across, but that's fine. I don't know if Skybreaker's been utilising the Dark Hole rule very much. I guess we'll find out now, because there's the opportunity to use it if they so wish. Okay, so just as always, first week, just supply up, and then once we see what we have, we'll be able to reassess things. So I'm not... Oh, that's nice. We don't need to trade the Lucy's Revenge just yet. That can be later on. It's not a card that Gadami needs immediately. So yeah, out of my first 7 games, I'm 4-3, which isn't the best. Haven't played great all tournament, to be honest. I've got I think the game against Wizard Kajic is still rather unfortunate. I got hit by a spy in Zurich with no weapon, and that just cost me so many turns in terms of trying to sort tickets out, and then I couldn't do a 2-on-1 in Munich, and blah blah blah. So yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, but it's okay. And I took a gamble at the end that Dracula didn't have a 1 in 25 card, and of course he had the 1 in 25 card. If it's from a Hoax Mature, I probably would have expected Unearthly Swiftness, but because it was a Dark Call, then, you know, the Unearthly Swiftness had been obtained by Dark Call. I had to just hope. But never mind. Never mind. It is what it is. We're still in contention. We're in the top 4 as it currently stands. There has been a results posted this weekend, just because I'm not in charge of the results posting, and then also because we're trying to work out there are games which haven't been played. Some games have been played early, so it's all about out of sync at the moment. Alright, we will... I might actually ditch the bullets first, I think. Okay. Knife, good. Okay, so, okay, local rumours, not bad. Okay, so definitely not in Madrid. So we can move up to Paris if we so wish. Heroic Leap, good card. Good card, and a horse, and Evil Presence. Okay. Alright. Doesn't rerun at Britannia because of Dracula could be in Edinburgh now. But if I get a 3-2 ticket with Seward, I will not hesitate just to go up to Paris early, because that'll get me closer to the action. So yeah, this is okay. See, there's something in the chat. I want a 3-2 ticket, not a 2-2 ticket. That's okay. We got a horse on Mina. That's excellent. And she's got white 1. Very good. Oh, Azaghal was here watching his teammate. Very good. Nice. I don't think there's anybody streaming the neutral perspective of this game, so I think I'm going to have the lone recording. So I hope that this recording doesn't fuck up. We'll see. Okay, we've got some. At least we're going to find him. We're getting the we got the ticket economies getting sorted. We got some combat strength. So yeah. To be honest. Spell hope correctly. Yeah, it's as always, like when you're trying to play as the hunters, you're always just trying to think a lot about how the items are provided to you and how the events are provided to you, and then you're going to be able to try and work out what things you're able to do during the game, what things you're not able to do. In the game against Wizard Caddick, what I really should have done was, because I'd seen the spy with the behind the veil, I was just really greedy and I wanted to get to Zurich. I should have just played safe and gone to Milan. Even I wouldn't have got the information about the trail, I wouldn't have lost the tickets, and then that would have solved a lot of those problems. So yeah, can't take those risks. Oh, hand scouts. Okay. I don't know where Skybreaker starts. I haven't seen any games. Let's just check. Hey, it's Athens. Okay then. Right, that gives us a little bit of. Yep. Great. Very useful. Very, very useful. Sense of emergency. That could well be needed. And good luck. Okay. It's always Athens. Yeah. Always, always Athens. Okay. Mina doesn't have a stake. Neither does Godalming. I think you're going to try and find that last white 1, if possible. Please. Yay, we got it. Okay, so horses are unlocked. Let's try and get a 3-2 with you, if possible. Nope. So we're going to miss. Do I trade the Lucy's Revenge now? Don't know. Don't know. I might actually trade her hurriedly to Mina, because she might need it. And I'll free up a slot. Yeah. I think we're going to do a trade here. Do I take Heavenly Host? I think I do. Let's do that. Okay, so maybe Mina might have to move immediately and go to Athens, which I don't know if I want to move that early. Do I wait a turn? I think I'd like to wait, because I'd like to try and see if Dracula goes immediately into Sarajevo. I'm sure I don't have a 3-2 on Seward, but I guess he can just supply one more turn. If Dracula Dark Calls now, it means he's stolen Valona. No rumour token's kind of interesting. It's very interesting. Problem is, if I find a vampire here, I need a heroic leap it. I don't have a stake on this side. Not yet, anyway. And if I draw a horse and a stake on Van Helsing, then the weapon's going to have to go, which I don't really like very much. Well, we'll see. So my camera's been moved for some reason. Is that better? That's better. Yeah, I've had a few games like this. We've seen it in commentary too, where you discover something. Oh, okay. If it's not vampire layer, I'd be very happy. Shit. Vampiric influence. Damn, that's really unfortunate. So I'm going to lose the horse now, probably, or heroic leap. Ah. Well, at least I'm giving him the choice, I suppose. Oh, he got rid of heroic leap. Oh, that's very interesting. But not the horse. Ah. Well, I think I'd rather lose heroic leap than a horse. As strange as that sounds. If Dracula is east here, I'd rather have more movement. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Well, at least it's been dealt with. It's a bit typical. Like, the one card I didn't want him to draw, and he fucking drew it. But, I mean, that just seems to be my luck at this tournament. It seems like Dracula's just getting everything that they want. Okay, that's good. Horse? Nope. Planned ambush. Good card. I think Mina needs planned ambush then. I should maybe move him across. I think supplying is a good idea, though. How do I move Mina? I think the answer is yes. I think we just start moving. Okay, good arming. You do nothing. Sword will try and get a 3-2 ticket if possible. Nope. he just constantly wants that. We'll take planned ambush off. You and also loses revenge. Now you're full up. I guess you could trade tomorrow if need be. I guess I could do a day trade if the events aren't helping me. Okay. Well, shame to have lost the heroic leap, but to be honest, if the heroic leap was not on Mina, I think the horse would have been instantly ditched. So, if it means I didn't lose the horse, I think I'm okay. I'm not too discontented by that. And Snuff is here too. Oh my goodness, the whole gang's here. Yeah, shame about the vampiric influence, but I should have known. I should have known. There's 2 Emmanuels have been got against me this tournament, and unearthly swiftness. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, well at least there are 2 vampiric influences in the deck, so it is more likely, I suppose. Okay. Here's... I think... Ooh, interesting. Now, is Dracula in Sarajevo? Possibly. Possibly. I think you supply. Okay, we don't want any of that. Don't want any of that. Hypnosis, good card. Gotta make sure Mina doesn't die. Dogs, don't want that. Vampire Lair. Ooh, okay, well... Ah, crap. Okay, I'll have to do a day trade to Vina here. Which is not ideal, to be honest, but... is he hiding in Valona? I'm gonna go to Sarajevo here. He might be in Sarajevo. No, he's not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You do nothing. You try and get a 3-2 ticket again? Oh, nope. Unbelievable. Okay, we'll trade Lucy's Revenge over. We'll trade Hypnosis over. Do we trade the Full Wand? And then does... I think we trade Full Wand. And then Van Helsing can So we do it like that. And Mina does nothing. Okay. Fine. I think. For a sense of emergency. You have a sense of emergency. Could potentially trade that to Godalme if we need to get down here. Well, I've got planned ambush with Mina, so if there's a reckless here, then we might be able to deal with that. So Dracula is either in Valona or Sofia or Salonika right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's hiding in Valona, to be honest. So what's this going to be? Is this a hoax? Very possibly. Could this be bats? Also possible. Well, we'll see. Planned ambush will really help here. So, Van Helsing can move off. Maybe just keep supplying. This 2-2 isn't really helping me. I want to get a 3-2. Then I can get into Milan. So I think until I get that, I'm just going to keep supplying. You shall supply, Godalme. Nope. Still don't want to get a horse. That's fine. Mystic Research. Very, very good card. Pistol. Don't care about you. I think now Van Helsing has to move. Right, and let's send Mina into Athens. Hopefully it won't be to her doom. Well, that's very unfortunate. There's a 1 in 8 chance of that happening. Ah, oh, flip's sake. Unbelievable. Oh, should have known. Oh dear. Right, so I can't deal with Athens now. Oh, I should have put that 2-2 into the deck. Oh, now. Now I've got perfect horse economy. Oh. Unbelievable. Oh. Has somebody changed the codes? Why am I getting all this bullshit? Oh dear, right. Wait, yeah, you're pushing me there, aren't you? Oh, which means then I can't get to Athens. I can get to Valona, but if Unearthly Swiftness comes out, I'm going to be down 7 points. Very fun. Unbelievable. I mean, I would elaborate more, but I don't want to give Skybreaker information. I've got perfect horse economy. That's unbelievable. Mina gets pushed 1 space further away from where she should because of Vampiric Influence, because he draws that 1 card. I have then a 1 in 8 chance of failing that horse roll, and of course I fail it. Oh, and then I instantly draw it with Seward. Oh, I mean, I should have put the ticket back into the deck when Seward drew it, but even still, like, come on, 1 in 8 chance. Unbelievable. Okay. Fine. Fine. We'll just keep going. Do we need a stake now? I mean... I don't think we do, but maybe we do. Excellent weather. Right, we can get rid of the newspaper reports, because we don't need newspaper reports. You're going to supply. Please give me a horse. Nope. Don't need a stake. Don't need a stake. Maybe I keep 2, just in case. Yeah. Charlie Carriage. Brilliant. Right, you do nothing because you can't do anything. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, okay. You do nothing. You might have to use Chartered Carriage. Right, we're gonna have to trade for the Mystic Research, because that's very important. And if it's a Hope's Mature, then at least I can play Mystic Research after the Hope's Mature, so it's not that bad. I'm gonna take 4-1 onto Godalme, because I think he might need it. If we can get a good fight in. Do we need a sense of emergency? Possibly. I'd rather have an excellent wave on you, I think. Yeah. Okay, I have to really hope that this is bodyguards. Like the other 2 times I've tried to send Mina. Oh, I really hope this is a this is bodyguards and not a hoax. No, it's a hoax. Of course of course it's a hoax. Oh my god. Well, there's not a lot for him to pick from, but the problem is now this horse might get sniped. Oh. Oh. Good god. In some ways, I hope Skybreaker actually gets Unearthly Swiftness here and just forces through the Mature. It would actually, I think it'd be better for me. Ah. What you're watching, folks, is me despairing at this game. It's just... The game is hard enough. The hunters have so much shit they have to try and organize. And meanwhile, Dragon's just like, oh, here you go. Here's a random card. That's just going to destroy everything that you want to do. Ah. Okay. Jack stopped playing it, which makes me think it's not Vampiric Influence then. It makes me think that it's very likely to be Unearthly Swiftness then. Oh, or is it Seduction? Do I sense of emergency Godalme to Valona in case it's Seduction? Oh no! Oh no! Oh man. Could it actually be Seduction? Oh god. Oh no, I don't know what to do. Because if Mina dies, Jack is up to 10 influence. Oh god. But do I use Sense of Emergency to get there? I think I do. The fact Draken didn't play it is very strange, because if you have an Unearthly Swiftness, I think you force through that Mature. That's my gut feeling of how you play that card. So maybe it's Seduction, he wants to catch Mina. You're taking a long time to think about ambushing here. Okay. That was not quite what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be an aristocrat. I'm really surprised that... maybe... Oh... Yeah, if you ambush with Mina, I might get planned ambush. That's true. Right, do I try and play Heavenly Host here? I think the answer is yes. The question is, will I be able to play it at the right time? Probably not, because that's... I never played those well. I'm going to just try and bait out one Fang, and I'm going to have to hope that Dracula did pick up a second one, but if now Dracula mesmerizes me, I'm going to be fuming. I'm going to be fuming. Oh dear, oh dear. If I can kill this Vamp, I think things will be going fine for me. But if Dracula got 7 points, and then a card I don't know about, bad shit can happen. Oh, I could have played it! Oh, no! Oh, this is just awful. This is awful. Do we punch? and then play Heavenly Host. Let's punch and then play Heavenly Host. You're fanging? I could have played it again. Oh no! Oh god. I could have played it twice. Oh, flippin' heck, I hate. Right, let's just play it. If he plays Fangs, because it's so, like, this is so choreographed that I've got a knife or something. Ah. Please don't have Fangs. Please don't have Fangs. Play anything but Fangs. The vamp is dead. Thank goodness for that. Okay. I can now proceed with a tiny bit more confidence. If Mina somehow randomly dies by seduction, I've got room to breathe. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. You're gonna keep supplying, because we need to try and find... Oh, that's good, though. Ooh. Rufus Smith. I'm gonna ally, because I think Jack is gonna go to sea at some point. I think you go to Paris, and then you play Mystic Research at night. I think that's the best idea. And Mina... Whoa! Let's send Mina to Sofia. Ooh, Dracula went to Salonika next. Okay. Alright then. You're not ambushing. Okay. Now, there could well be a seduction here that I'm not considering, but not a lot we can do about that. It's not as bad. So we could probably throw away that steak. We throw away the gun, probably. Right, we're going to play Mystic Research. Okay. I can work with 4 of them. That's fine, but we'll save them as long as possible. Let's search this. How bad could it be? Oh god. Oh god. Okay, right, let's play Plan Ambush. Let's see if we can try and kill this. But there's no seduction. So we've worked out there's no seduction. So that's very good. Right, here we go. As long as Mina doesn't die here, this is fine. Because I don't have a stake on this side of the board. So I'm just going to kill them with the Heavenly Host. I don't have CG. Dracula now could be in Bucharest, but he's not as far west as he could have been. Please, 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 please. Okay, right. We'll just we're just gonna play the Heavenly Host, kill this vamp, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. I know I'm using 2 very powerful cards now, but we got Mystic Research. We can get them back. It's fine. Mina's taken damage, but she can heal up. It's not a problem. I'd rather deal with this now than have to try and do it later. So that's 2 vamps down, 2 Heavenly Hosts down. Okay. So it's not what's he... Did Skybreaker pick up Unearthly Swiftness, but then... not use it? It's kind of interesting. Okay. Mina can go to Bucharest, she can supply up, it's fine. Might even send it to Varna, perhaps, because Bucharest is a bit risky. But we'll see. I've got Hypnosis, so if Dracula Wolf forms away from the east, we're going to be fine. Yeah, so I've used up a couple. This didn't get used. It got sniped. These 3. I mean, I've used up some powerful stuff, but I haven't given up any points. I've got ways of dealing with everything else, I think. Problem is, if Kadami goes to supply here, they might get the horse, which is a real problem. Yeah, that's not ideal. Sometimes it would probably help me if Dracula actually just makes a beeline for that Vienna-Munich corridor, because then I'm actually moving in that direction, so I can give them the horses. Give the horse to Van Helsing or something. So Godalming could go to Salonika. Mina goes to Bucharest, and I have to really hope that there's no bats or something waiting for me, because that could be catastrophic. But the thing is, because of the Dark Corn and the Hide, I've got time. I'm ahead of the trail. Which is kind of nice. So, let's move Ganami here. So it's not wild horses either. It has to be Unearthly Swiftness or Darkness Returns, I think. Because you don't give up Vampiric Influence for anything else, I don't think. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. We'll get rid of them. Oh, now we're talking. Now we are talking. I might take that over Holy Circle. Escape Route. Very good. Very, very good card here. Especially if there's an ambush waiting for Mina. Dracula could have been in Bucharest, but I do have the escape route. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can do a night supply with Mina then. That's fine. Okay, good army. You're going to have to search this. How bad could this be? Well, to be honest, I actually don't mind that. Because I can just go to Bucharest and resupply. Do you night supply? I think the answer is no. Do I just give the escape route and the hypnosis to Mina now? And then she can maybe search this. Let's do that. Yeah. And then let's search this with Mina, because then we can get rid of it immediately. Okay, good. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Good. Good. Okay. Whew, okay. That could have gone really badly for me, but we've stabilized a lot. These two get another turn of trying to supply for the horse. I might have to charter carriage Seward up to Brussels, maybe, if Van Helsing gets it. I can't have Seward stranded here all game. But the thing is, Dracula's not very far away from me. And if these two can supply up quickly, they can chase him very fast, because they've got double horses. They're going to have to heal up a bit. But I've got the escape route and things, so Mina's a little bit safer than she appears. I've got to be really careful here, because I don't want to supply and give Kadami or Mina a second horse. But I also want to supply up as fast as possible. But then I could heal with them, so it's not the end of the world. Got renewed vigor, that's really important. So you are going to try to get to Bucharest, and you can, because we've got perfect horse economy. So that means I can also do a psychic scan here, which is also very important. You're going to supply. Horse, please. Tad unfortunate. But I might keep double stake here, because I can trade weapons. Oh, hide scouts. Very good. Okay, let's check. Let's check Klausenberg and Ziget. Okay, so it's either Budapest or Belgrade. I should have checked Budapest, actually. That's fine. Garlic, don't care. Is the horse going to be the last one? Okay. We'll just search Budapest then. There he is. Found him. Got him. Okay, yeah, this is not looking good in terms of the horse. I might have to use up a couple of night supplies here. Try and get a horse on one of these two. So I think you healing is the best idea. I think I'm going to have to night supply with you. I might throw away a stake here. Less night supply. Nope. Still don't have the horses. That's unfortunate. Speed Telegraph, good card. You night supply. Okay, well these are all good things. They're all good things, but they're not horses. Things I need a supply with Godalming. I can't pass with Godalming. Unless... Does Mina go and deal with Klausenberg? Nice. I just send Godalming all ready to go like to Munich or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. I really want Seward to get the horse. It would just make life so much easier if he gets it. Ah, that's infuriating. I used up 2 Mystic Research supplies for no reason. But I had I was okay odds of getting the horse. Do I send Godalming to Budapest? He has no weapons though, so if it's a spy, I'll lose a white one. Do we take the gamble? Probably a vamp then. Probably a vampire then. I'm actually going to move you forward. Problem is with Seward, if I have to ditch an event here, what event do I ditch? Maybe the Speedy Telegraph, but then I've got Hypnosis. I'd kind of like to play Speedy Telegraph with Hypnosis. Do I get rid of the Vampire Lair then? But the problem is if this matures... Don't know. Konami doesn't have any stuff. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a new vamp. Oh, okay, we can actually gang up on it then. That's fine. That's fine. There's a lot of early vampires getting thrown down. That makes the end game for me a lot easier because I don't have to hold on to stakes as much. I've only got one more Reckless to deal with. Recklesses are the annoying ones because you can't gang up on them. They can die more easily, but if you get them wrong, you can give up a lot of points to them. So, yeah, I think what I do here is I actually send Mina to Klausenberg to deal with that. Okay, that's fine. I don't really care about the damage I'm sustaining here because I'll be able to heal up. I'll be here a couple of turns healing, I think. It also means then Godalming and Mina are close by, so they could do Psychic Scans or Hypnosis. So I think I'm already planning. So I think I supply with Seward, supply with Van Helsing. If Seward gets a horse, he can then horse his way up to this area. He's not the strongest because he has 2 stakes. Okay, that's fine. I don't look at combat just because it's a bit of a crapshoot, I think, as you folks across the pond would say. But also, I want to spend the time planning my moves. So yeah, if this is a vampire, I can let it mature. I've got an escape route for Mina. She's got a weapon to discard if necessary. The deck will reset, so these two can get really strong and then take out this new vamp. Yeah. This is fine, I think. I just need one of these two to get the horse, and I'll save the last 2 night supplies for down the road. But I'm in an okay position. The problem is Dracula will probably be getting to Munich. I'm giving up a lot of pressure by these two just sitting here. What are you playing? Okay. Fine. Yeah, I'm giving up a lot of pressure. Dracula can just walk wherever he wants, but I'm doing this because I've got Hypnosis. So if I lose him, I can find him very quickly. Van Helsing is in quite a good position because it blocks off a lot of this stuff. I've got Sense of Emergency. If I can jump on him with Seward, I might then take a nice 2-on-1, because I've got Van Helsing's quite well equipped. Right, let's dodge again. I'm just playing pure defensive here. I don't want to risk punching and taking more damage. He might plot me twice. No, he doesn't plot me twice. But it doesn't really matter. Dracula will probably have another claw or one of the 2 fangs here, so it'll get me down to 5 damage, but that's fine. Not a problem. Not a problem. I've got nothing to fight this with. So... Okay, here comes the fangs, probably. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're at the combat. That's fine. Seward supplies, Van Helsing supplies. If they don't get the horse, then... Oh, I could then do a knight supply with Seward. But that's gonna really mess up his events, I think. We'll have to see. Come on, Seward. Get the horse now. Come on. No! Damn and blast. Oh, shit. Well... I think we have to throw something away to keep consecrated ground, don't you? I think I'm gonna get rid of the Vampire Lair, actually. Because I've not given up any points. I think I can do without it. Nope, the horse is the very last thing in the fucking deck. Okay, very good. Right. So, Seward can night supply for it. Unbelievable. Okay. That's fine. We probably should have known that was going to happen. So I'll get rid of the Speedy Telegraph if I have to get rid of something decent. Okay, you're going to heal up. Alright, come on, Seward. Get the horse this time. Yay! We got it! Oh, behind the veil. Oh, good. We actually know what it is. It is Unearthly Swiftness. Why on earth did Dracula not use it to... force through that mature? Skybreaker might probably be regretting that back now, unless it was a misclick. I hope it wasn't a misclick, that would have been awful. And Saboteur. Okay, what do I get rid of? I am going to get rid of the bats, because I can deal with vampires, I can gang up on them. I don't want to start dealing with stupid shit with vamps. Right, okay then. So Seward has a stake if he comes across a rogue vampire. I think you pass. There's nothing really I want to do with you, and I don't want to use up that thingy. You're going to search this because you're in no danger at all. Well, that's a tad unfortunate. But, worst case scenario, Dracula wolf forms and goes back up to full health again. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Do I use the escape route on this vamp when I move into Budapest? I don't know. I'm not quite sure if I should. Probably, so she doesn't sustain too much damage. So yeah, so Dracula's gonna get some healing, but it's gonna be a while until that happens. Okay, that's fine. I don't think it's worth backtracking if I get a Heavenly Host. So I've got CGs, I've got to try and get a Heavenly Host on people. I've got one on Seward. Seward cannot die. Because he... or mustn't die, I should say. Because he's got a lot of good stuff. We've got a lot of sort of wombo potential with this lot. I mean, I guess if I hadn't... If that vampire in Valona had matured, I would have played the Vampire Lair early to get it out of my hand. Van Helsing's well equipped. I'm starting to run out of event space, which could be a problem. So Van Helsing's going to have to do a bit of trading, I think. So Dracula's probably going into Munich now, would be my guess. I mean, there's a world in which I could have maybe played CG to keep him in Vienna, or not to go westward. But again, I've got Hypnosis and I've got Time. So I'm not overly concerned if Dracula gets through this gap, because Sword's going to come in pretty quick here. I've got Hypnosis. If he wolf forms, I could just instantly Hypnosis if I wanted to. Dracula might be looking to backtrack. Which is a tad scary. I'm trying to remember, did both local rumours get picked up? No, one of each. Okay, so I could get local rumours in Budapest, and that'd be pretty good. He might be backtracking. There's a lot of nasty shit that could happen here. But I do have the stake. Sud's going to come in hot here. I'll just get him. I can get him to Zagreb in 3 turns. So he's... yeah, we can easily deal with double stuff in Valona if necessary. Thing is, Dracula doesn't have a lot of fighting vamps left, which is very good for us. And the lack of bats is also very helpful. The problem is there's no fog in hand, which means fog is something we're going to have to contemplate for later on. If I can potentially CG him before he gets to a port, then fog will not be as important. Dracula, not wolf form, then. Probably in Munich, would be my guess. That's fine. So we're just going to supply up with this lot. No need to play Renewed Vigor yet. You're going to supply. Okay, that's not... okay, there we go. We got the scouts. I assume he's here, but we'll check. Ooh. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay. I see the shenanigans. I see. Hey, we got a Heavenly Host. Excellent. Oh, we got the second Renewed Vigor. Very good. Okay. Fine. So this Psychic Scan is... not important. Because Dracula's definitely in this region. But we will escape route this ambush. Dracula should... I mean, maybe Dracula doesn't because there's a risk that I take the fight here. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to escape route this. Because I can't kill it. I don't think I can kill it. I need too many things to go my way. So let's just get out. Which might be a problem if this is going to start becoming double and triple encounters. There is an argument here that I play CG. Problem is, I don't know exactly where he is. He could be in Belgrade, or I can't risk a CG play here. So let's just keep healing. Just keep playing slow. Yeah, we got a bit of a problem here in terms of event slots. But I think we'll have to just play it by ear, I think. And we know that Dracula is definitely in this region. So we'll just keep healing. And then we'll supply up again. And then maybe tomorrow we take it on. I think. Well, the next day. I'm already thinking Saturday, and then Sunday we'll take it on. It's very interesting. So yeah, Dracula might be looking to go back, but... CG will cause problems for Dracula, though. I might have to play CG to get him off this Valona thing if he doesn't. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The lack of pressure from over here, but the thing is I didn't have horses, so I didn't have much choice, I don't think. And I'm really well supplied. So... yeah, I'm really well supplied up, which will definitely help. Yeah, those scouts were very timely. Not Munich and not Prague. So unless Dracula hid in Vienna, which is also a possibility. But that'd be probably the worst case scenario for Dracula. Probably best case scenario for me, because Dracula's not as far away. So did Dracula go Zagreb, Sarajevo? Very possibly. Terminator having some internet issues. We got enough swiftness to worry about, so we do have to kill it in time. So when he gets to here, yeah, I can slide. Yeah, so I need to supply today, and then I have to kill it tomorrow. Today is in Saturday. Even though today's Friday. I think this is going to be the big step. Is Dracula going to go into a lair now? I'm not sure if Dracula reveals himself in Sofia, do I CG to mean that Valona cannot be returned to? It's a rumor token I don't have to deal with. No. I'm very confused where Dracula's going. Should he go back to the layers now? I'm a bit confused by this. Well, we'll just keep on trucking and don't use our resources because I think we're okay. So we supply with you. Okay, that's a tad unfortunate. Because this is not really good stuff for trying to kill a vamp. That's not ideal, to be honest. Steak. Don't need a steak. Blood transfusion. Don't need that either. We supply with you. Pistol. Okay. Am I going to play Renewed Vigor to try and make sure this vamp doesn't mature? Well, I could do a night supply with Godalming now, actually. And I think I'm going to have to. Because otherwise this is going to become a little bit tiresome. Okay, at least I've got a weapon now. So let's do that. Newspaper reports. Okay. He went to Zagreb. No real surprises there. You shall do nothing. You shall do nothing. And then... does mean a supply. Yes. Damn it. Don't need them! Both newspaper reports on the bottom of the deck. Oh dear. Okay, well, I can't read pics. I've got double renewed figure and CG. Okay, at least now I've got an aggressive thing with Godalming. So Godalming can actually try to kill this vampire. So I think we're going to have to go for it. We're going to have to go for it. The problem is we have to kill it today, because then our unearthly swiftness can get used in the next Dracula phase and force it to mature. But then it also wipe a lot of the trail, which I wouldn't necessarily be against too much. The thing is, I want to kill it because then I can move everybody onto Sarajevo, if that's where Dracula is, or has gone rather, and then do lots of healing and then go on my way. Oh, what? The Valona thing got removed? What? I'm so confused. Yeah. Yeah, the Indeterminator, exactly. Is the Terminator watching or not? Oh dear. I'm really surprised. I think Dracula should have gone back to these layers. And Dracula's now Darkhold, which means Dracula's definitely got Fog and has definitely got another event. So what I'd really love to do here is... do I play Renewed Vigor? No. Do I supply with Godalming and see if I can get a better... and then Mina searches? I think the answer is yes. Oh, that's better. Do we just take the bullets? I think the answer is yes, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Right. Right, Seward goes to Zagreb, we deal with Zagreb, Budapest. I'm really surprised that Dracula didn't go back to the layers. I really feel like he could have done that. I think he could have caused me a lot of trouble. If Dracula's picked up Seduction, I'm gonna cry. Huh? Oh, nice. Thank you for that. Resupply. Gun. Don't need that, because we've already got one. Escape route. Let's got escape route. Right, Mina. Moment of truth. Okay. Yes. So this way now Gadami only loses a night action, which is fine. No seduction, that's really important. Did we lose his revenge? No, I think I can kill it. I think I can kill it. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. So we use the gun with Gadalme. We use the knife with Mina. Because that way I can kill it in one round. And then I've got round number 3 to do it again with Gadalme. That's fine, I think. Yeah, I think the vamp's gonna die. I can't see a way that it survives 3 rounds. Okay, right. We're guaranteeing the 5 damage. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The vampire dies now. The vampire dies. Not this round, but the vampire's guaranteed to die because I've got the bullets. Good. Locked and loaded, Chief. Let's go. So, we might need the 3rd round. If the game wants to proceed. There we go. Yeah, Mina won't die either, so this is fine. So we punch with Gadalme. And Mina plays pistol. Yeah, worst case scenario here, Mina will go down to 1 health. Which is not ideal. But at least the vampire dies. Mina can heal on her night turn, and if Mina has to stay put for a bit and heal, maybe I move Seward in after dealing with Zagreb, and they can just take a couple of turns to heal a lot, and then they can go off on their merry way to try and catch Dracula. Dracula's got a lot of stuff. I am kind of worried, actually. I haven't put a lot of pressure on Drac, but I haven't also been able to, really, because of just how the events and things have fallen for me. If the vamp doesn't fang here, it dies this turn. Well, it doesn't matter, it dies this turn anyway. Nice, okay, that's fine. So actually Mina didn't take as much damage as I thought. Okay, this is actually better, because now Mina can go off quicker. That's fine. Good. Okay. Well, very timely holy bullets. That's certain. I'm really glad I supplied there. Good. Dead vamp. Very good. Alright. Okay then. So you can't do anything. That's fine. That's fine. You shall stake a vamp, or whatever this is. Aristocratic, maybe? It's a mob. Okay. I'll take the damage, because I've got extra resources and things. Mina's kind of lacking with stuff, so I think what we do here is maybe have to give her something. And have an event each that we can get rid of. I think maybe we give her sense of emergency, because then she can react to movement. Let's do that, and then I actually like to psychic scan here. Dracula is still in Austro-Hungaria. Interesting. So Dracula could be going into Prague now. Dracula could be in Belgrade. Yeah, Dracula could be in Prague. Do I play Renewed Vigor now to see if I can find him? It gives Seward a heal before he moves, which would not necessarily be a bad thing. Okay, he heals up. That's fine. There's also a chance here that Dracula might wolf form. So then I think just playing Speed Telegraph, Renewed Vigor, and then doing Hypnosis, I think is a good idea. Not wolf forming. Okay, we got a week to go though until Fury of Dracula kicks in. At least I haven't given up any points. Do I play Renewed Vigor? It would allow Gadami to supply before he moves, which I think could be a good idea. Don't know. Frees up a slot on Van Helsing as well. Maybe we skip. So I move Gadami to Szeged and then Seward to Sarajevo, I think. No, he needs supply. Oh, we got all the hosts. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Do Sarajevo, I think we do. He has wild horses. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. He might push me into him. Oh dear. Oh no. He's revealed. He hid in Sarajevo. He didn't go. So he's not ambushing me. Whoa, what is happening? I mean, I'm not gonna complain if you don't ambush me. It makes my life a lot easier. Speedy Telegraph. Yeah, we'll take Speedy Telegraph over newspaper reports. I really want to move Mina here, but I don't think I can. I can't do that. Do we supply one turn and then we heal and then we go? Yeah, I think so. Alright, that wasn't worth the supply. Wild horses trigger on fast horses, but at some point Dracula's going to have to use them. Okay, now we can move with this lot. That's fine. So we heal. You heal, you're not searching this lot. No chance. Not a chance. Okay, we skip with you, and I would like to Psychic Scan, but I think it's just better if because I'm going to move to Belgrade tomorrow. Okay, so Dracula's down here, so I'm going to be able to force him out to sea, I think, and then that's where Rufus Smith really comes into play, and then also CG comes into play. We know he's got Nervy Swiftness, there's no Devilish Power, we know it's Wild Horses, not Devilish Power. Yeah. I don't really understand why he didn't ambush me. Doesn't make a huge amount of sense, I don't think. But once I see the encounters, then it might give me a clue. What I'm actually going to do is Seward. I'm actually going to supply. And then heal. Could also play Renewed Vigor to heal first and then search. That is something else we can do. I'm really surprised Dracula's not taking advantage of these layers, because I think they could cause me a lot of trouble. I'm not sure what this lack of ambushing's about. Doesn't make sense. Wish I had played CG now. Can't room token this. So Dracula gonna room token this lot. Maybe. Okay. Do we play Renewed Vigor? I think that's no. I'm being a little bit greedy here with them, but hopefully that won't come back to bite me. Okay. Let's go to Belgrade. That'll tell us a lot about where he's gone next. Okay. Those are the fast horses. Wild horses, rather. I've got Lucid Revenge, so I'm not as scared. I think he could have killed Seward. Depending on what encounter he had here, I think he could have killed Seward. And I would have actually lost a lot of stuff. So I think that was a potential misplay. I think. I guess we'll find out once I know what this encounter is. If it was any sort of damaging thing like mob, I would have been in a lot of trouble, because Seward had no way of blocking that. Oh, really? Interesting. Do we supply with you or just heal? Maybe we day search this. Yeah. Yeah, I think you should have ambushed me. I would have been in real trouble. Okay. Field the knife. I think I tank all this damage. Because I can heal up at night. You supply. Okay, we don't care about you. Scouts? No, forewarned. Very good, though. Where's the forewarned? We got forewarned on Godalming. I think. It's a bit risky to go to Bucharest, but I'd really like to. Oh no, Bucharest is a layer. Interesting. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's just heal up with these three. Definitely heal up with you. I think we trade forewarned to Seward. Because I think we take CG off. Because I don't want Seward dying and losing everything that's here. Let's do it like that. Dracula can't be in Austro-Hungary, so we just heal up. Fine. Okay. Okay, right, I need to quickly go BRB for a toilet break. But I'll just keep this running, in case Dracula does anything particularly interesting. I will see you in a couple minutes. Okay, Skybreaker waited. Okay. Right, I'm just trying to think about how I played this, because if Dracula decides to stay on land again, I need to pull the trigger eventually, because if I can hurt him a lot, it means that he's going to take a lot more than damage. I can't keep waiting. But at the same time, I've got to bear in mind that these two hunters aren't at their strongest. I don't have planned ambush. But if Dracula tries to stay on land, I think we might have to try and go for the play here. I'm just trying to think about in terms of timing when I have to pull the trigger. It might have to be now. It might have to be now. So Dracula... Sophia's still a lair, though. That's what I don't understand. Sophia's still a lair. Hasn't gone to Belgrade. So that means then Dracula's here. Dracula's going to go to sea today, right? Unless I'm mistaken, Dracula's going to sea. Okay. I don't fully understand. Oh, it could be in Salonika. Ah, Dracula wants to get further away. I see, I see, I see. I see. Okay. Okay, so how do I play this one then? I think... So Dracula's used the unearthly swiftness to accelerate this. Okay, I don't mind that, I don't think. I don't think I mind that. I don't mind that. Okay, right, if that's the case then... is Zagreb a layer? Zagreb is a layer. So Sarajevo. So is Budapest. But eventually we're gonna have to take some risks here. Right, so I think what we do here is we send Godalming and Mina backwards. Seward deals with the trail. You ambushing me? Okay. That's fine. We'll ditch that, so then Mina doesn't get it as well, so Mina can actually heal up. Seward's going to double heal here, and he can go and deal with these encounters. Use supply. Okay. These wild horses are going to have to get played eventually. I assume Dracula's in Turinian. I assume that's what's happening. You're going to heal again. I could even supply and heal again if I want. I should probably take full wand off Seward. You heal. Okay. Don't know where Dracula's going. Probably to Cagliari would be my guess. could let these things mature. Worst case scenario, it'd be a 4-point vampire. There are no hoaxes. I might actually let these mature. Yeah, I think that's the executive decision I'm going to take, I think. Could play Renewed Vigor and get Van Helsing to here. Yep. Is Van Helsing gonna die here? Maybe. So I think what we do is we play the Speedy Telegraph on... Yeah, we play Van Helsing's. Right, I think Mina supplies. Do we play Hypnosis? I think the answer is yes. What a surprise. Could he be on Cagliari? Probably. Do I try and take the one-on-one? And I've given him CG, which I really wish I hadn't. I think we try it. I think we have to be a bit bold here. He's here. I've got to make sure I don't lose the consecrated ground. Oh, you didn't ambush? Oh! Happy days. Very, very happy days. Do you chart a carriage to Genoa and then you come onto the into the Tyrrhenian to then basically stop Dracula from even thinking about staying in place? Should I have used the excellent weather? I'm not sure. I think the answer is yes to this. Oh, will I be able to move into the... Ooh. Nope, I can't get in there. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, then we'll just supply up then. I've got a big decision with Seward. Do I stay or do I go? Do I leave these things to mature? Worst case scenario, it's 3 points. If there's a vamp here, it'll actually wipe the trail, so I'm going to have to deal with these. That's unfortunate. We do this first. Yep. And then we can horse if necessary. Okay, let's search this now then. Should have known it'd be fog. Damn. Okay, well, that's fine. Right, now I've got a big question here. How do I fight this with Van Helsing? Do I go balls to the wall? So I've got CG, so I've got to think about that as something that could come into play later. But if I could just do enough damage to him now, I could even CG him off Cagliari, so he can't heal. I should move Godalming to here, I think. Should we just go balls to the wall then? Yeah, let's go balls to the wall. Fortune favours the bold and all that. He might just find me, try and get some health back. No, he doesn't. Excellent. Okay. That's 4 damage. Van Helsing mustn't die here. Ah, Sud can't deal with that. That's unfortunate. Do we dodge now? I think we dodge. And wait and see what Dracula does here. Good. Good. So he can't break any of my shit now. Problem is if Van Helsing dies, CG goes. Right, so now what do we do then? Do we play a knife? If I can hit him with a knife here and then escape... he's not going to have enough health to go extra C spaces because of Rufus. That's unfortunate. I think we dodge here. I think we dodge. Because I'm not fearing weapons getting broken. And a bite wouldn't be the end of the world. Oh, you're just escaping. Whoa. Okay. That's very intriguing. Do you do tickets? I think so. Ah, damn it. That's unfortunate. We'll chuck that back in. You can't do anything. Do we play CG? Let's think about this. It will stop him from healing. He's forced to move. If I put CG in Alicante, that means Dracula is forced to move additional C spaces that he can't do, or he has to land very quickly. Put Heavenly Host here so he's forced off. Put CG here. And we'll reveal Seward's Heavenly Host. I think we actually play it. Skip you. I've shame that about that prompt. Right, and then we do this. Right, what's here? It's an aristocratic. Okay, I can just stay with Van Helsing and deal with that then. Fine. Yeah, Godalming should be in Marseille now. That was a slight misplay on my part. So Dracula's forced to leave. He can't go into Alicante. So he's forced to go up into one of these two spaces. So... I don't know what this thing is. It could be a vamp, and then this thing's irrelevant. Do I wait and see what Athens is first, or Salonika? I wish Sud was up here now. This would make this so much easier. I wish I hadn't played the Hypnosis. Oh well, never mind. I need to put Godalming into Toulouse. We don't need to play Renewed Vigor. Who has sense of emergency? She does. Van Helsing might be able to use it, you know. Right, let's move with Godalming. We're going to Toulouse, which means I am adjacent to both of the cities that he can land in. I think I'm actually going to move Van Helsing off. Because I want that threat to exist. The problem is he could wolf form now. That's the only problem with this. Oh, I can actually do with Athens. Oh, really? Do you stay put then? Have I got enough time? Do we know it's Athens? So if it is Athens, Sur goes there and deals with it. Athens goes here. Sur goes to deal with it. So Cagliari's here. It then slides to here. Sur goes to Ionian. It slides to here. Goes to Tyrrhenian. Slides to here. Sur can deal with it. Yeah, Sur can deal with it. So actually, I think we move Van Helsing off here. Let's move Mina into better position. This is not a one game, but it's not terrible. Wild Horse is still not being used. Health or tickets? Health or tickets? I think health, maybe. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. Let's see what heals up. If it's actually Salonika, then I'm in big trouble. Heal up. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that was the right move. I wish I could have got a little bit more damage onto Dracula. I didn't expect him to escape his mist, to be honest. But I did also want my stuff being broken, and I would have only done one additional damage to him. The thing is, if I can jump on him now... It's looking really good for me. It's looking really good for me. I assume he went to Athens, but I can't be certain. I'm really surprised Dracula didn't put down triple encounters and things. That would have been a real problem for me. We got time. That's the good thing. And Dracula's really low on health. Ah, this might mature anyway if I go to the wrong place. Maybe it's desecrated soil. Dracula hasn't used fog yet. Okay, you're wolf forming. Okay, that's fine. Where are you wolf forming to is the question. Do I have to play Renewed Vigor? I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. I might just find him, naturally. So... Problem is with the, let's just check Saragossa. See, the problem is he's got wild horses, so this is like perfect. He can almost counter anything I want to do. Oh, he can actually force through this mature. Ah, I didn't think about that. Well, if he uses them now, then I'm not overly disappointed. It wipes this off the trail. Oh, he's still not using it. Interesting. Okay. Let's land in Marseille. And let's Mina should check Milan, I think. No. No. You should try to get to Marseille, because then we can do a psychic scan. And I might actually trade the horses onto Van Helsing, because then Mina's got Sense of Emergency as a backup. Okay. Let's just heal. Oh, it wasn't even... Oh, it's fucking Salonica. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. Oh, well. That's my fault. Okay, let's trade horses. Nope. Trade horses, and then we can move more. You got sense of emergency. And that's psychic scan. He isn't in Gallia. Right. So that means he is in Barcelona, and he's going to have to now hide. Or he's here. Right, now is this renewed vigor time. He could lose me in here, though. This is the problem. So I think what I'm going to have to do is move Van Helsing into Zurich. And if he's not there, then I move Mina in and try and psychic scan. Gadami goes to Clermont-Ferrand. I've got to be careful not to lose him here. I kind of hope this is a vamp, so that I don't have to do a Cagliari, so then Sud can just bolt it this way. He's going to have to walk into a lair or two, though. Ah, I wish I hadn't gone to Valona now. Maybe I should have used the... Oh, it's a vamp. Okay, that's fine. I don't have to deal with this now. So Sud's actually free, which is good. But I wish... Maybe I should have used the Heavenly Host to actually check Valona to see what was in it. Oh no, I think I played it when Sud was already there, so it didn't matter. Damn. Okay, 4 points. At least the wolf form's still on the trail. Yeah, Sud can move up this way. Gotta be careful I don't lose him here. Because if he gives me the slip in the centre of the map, I could be in real trouble. Yeah, maybe I should have waited to see if he stayed in Cagliari, then I could have forced him to keep moving. But there's just a risk that he would heal, I think. So maybe I played the CG trigger a tad too early. Still rolling good horses. Let's go to Clermont-Ferrand. In some ways, I just wish that he would use the wild horses, that I don't have to worry about them ever again. You're going to move. Where do I think he's gone? Milan gives you more options, I think, because you could go into Venice then. It's wolves. No, we're not forewarning that because you can just heal it. Let's send you to Zurich or Milan. Zurich or Milan. Let's go Zurich. Maybe Gadami should go to Marseille. He's closer to Paris now, which actually I think is quite a good thing. It was Zurich. Interesting. Ah. So stopping the psychic scan, that's fine. Well, if that's the case, let's just move Mina into Milan. Oh. That was a bad idea. Don't do that. Oh no, Mina might die now for that. Oh god. I assume he's in Munich. I assume that's what he's done. Oh, he's not in Milan. Oh, thank goodness for that. Okay. The fog was trying to stop the psychic scan, I presume. Oh, you bastard. Right, you shall heal. Yep, you do that. And you do nothing. Okay. Do we now play the renewed vigor? When do I play this with second renewed vigor? So Dracula could have gone to Strasbourg. I've got to find him. I've got to find him. So he only has to move 3 more days to win after today. So I've got basically 3 days to catch him. But both fogs have been used. No, yes, both fogs have been used. That's really important. That's really important. So I actually don't have to worry about it. I can just use Forewarn to get rid of any fighting, like damaging stuff. But I don't need the Forewarned necessarily. Okay, where have you gone, Dracula? Where have you gone? Do we play Renewed Vigor? I think we have to play Renewed Vigor. Because I need the movement. Long night. Okay, let's see how fast you can roll, Godalming. Good. I think you checked Strasbourg first. Is wild. This is like the whole like wild horses game. Okay, you're adjacent. Interesting. Could be in Nuremberg. Okay, I'm gonna try and get out. I'm gonna get out of this fight. Yep. There's a lot of places he could go. I'm gonna have to check Paris, I think. Seward checks Nuremberg. Van Helsing checks Brussels. And then Mina just sends emergencies to wherever Dracula is, and we try and kill him. Oh, piss off. Ah, flipping wild horses. They're so annoying. Because I don't know when he's going to trigger them. That's the problem. They have to get triggered soon. They have to get triggered soon. Fuck. Plot. Yep. Yes, of course, of course, of course. Well, I've got Lucy's Revenge, but still, that's not great. Ah. Shouldn't have moved Seward to Valona. That might actually cost me the game. If Seward was in here, this would make my life a lot easier. Yeah, I think I played CG one turn too early, but I didn't want a situation where he just fed in place. I guess it wouldn't matter, necessarily. Would it matter, though? I could have forced him off the turn after, I suppose. Maybe I need to wait for him to leave. Yep, that's fine. So Godalming might be on really low health for this combat. Which is not ideal. Is he in Paris? I don't know where I should check. So if he's in Brussels. Good. Okay, has he drawn one of the 2 claws or the other fangs? I think there's an argument here I play rifle. Because it blocks half of the damaging stuff that he has left. And if that means I don't take any more damage, I think it's a good idea. I'm going to take a bit of a risk here and play the rifle. He probably has claws. Nah, yes, fangs. Man, that's very unlucky. Ah! I think playing the rifle was the right idea there. Because if he has claws, I block it and I can dodge round 5. Round 6, rather. So that was... I would have taken the damage if I escaped anyway. So I think playing... There, the claws. There are the claws. Promise, if there's another vamp kicking around, Van Godalming might die before the combat with Drac. Do I check Paris or do I check Brussels? I think Paris has the most options, I think, for Drac. No. Nope. Nope. Fuck's sake! God damn it. Well, that's unlucky. Do I forewarn it? Possibly. I might need the knife. And then you go into Munich. Right. Let's check Brussels. And then we'll check Cologne. If he's not there, then we panic a little bit. Okay then. But that means Van Helsing can move in. Yes! That's nice. That's actually very good. Now, is Van Helsing going to die before the combat, though? I think I have to take the gamble here. Because I don't have a lot of choice. I mean, what's my other option? That I send some emergency with Mina to Amsterdam to block that space? Do we take the gap? Oh, I wish I had fucking forewarned. I was going to say I was going to trade forewarned onto off Seward, and I wish I had done it now. Because Van Helsing might just take so much damage that he's going to be useless in the combat. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Damn. Because I don't have great strength. How much do we gamble here? How much do we gamble? Maybe we move Van Helsing into Cologne. I'm just making the assumption here that this is definitely where Dracula is. Problem is, if Van Helsing dies, can Mina kill 1v1? That's debatable. Very debatable. Very, very debatable. I'm trying to think. If he's in Brussels, what's happening next turn? That's the question. But I guess if he's not in Brussels, I want to find that out now. So maybe we just go balls to the wall here and go in. Ah! They don't trigger until after the combat. That's excellent news. Excellent news, excellent news, excellent news. We can try and kill him now. Yeah. So we get in here, and then we supply. Hey, we got bullets! Yay! Good. Oh, that was a good decision. Maybe it wasn't the right decision, but it ended up alright. Oh, goodness. Okay. Right. Do we just play rifle with you? I think the answer is yes. Try and block the claws. And do you play this? I think the answer is yes. Yeah, let's just try and kill him. I hope he tunnel visions onto the fact that Van Helsing's in kill range if you land claws on him. But he might mesmerize Mina. But then if Dracula's down to 1 health, I could even dodge round 2 if I wanted to. And then I could guarantee it by playing knife with Mina instead. So there's a few different ways I can play this. Oh, Jesus Christ, this difficult speed. This game's been so flippin' difficult. Oh, it would have been a lot easier if I just ignored Valona. Okay, I'm guaranteeing 2 damage here. He might die. Right, he strengths the rifle. That's a tad unfortunate. But then we can play knife now. Well, maybe not. Maybe play punch actually. Reveal the bullets. Reveal the bullets. Okay. Do we double dodge now? I think we double dodge. And then we just play double knife, I think. Or gun and knife, and then Dracula dies. Yeah, let's double dodge. Oh, I haven't done double dodge in a combat for a while. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, man. That's fine. You clawing me? Yep. None of that. Let's try it. Skybreaker's calling the GG. Right. Play this with Van Helsing. And then Mina plays knife. And that way there's no way that he can... Ah, that's why you don't call GG. Why am I not dead? Because I cannot risk Van Helsing dying. Because if it comes a 1v1, then I've got a problem. I have to make it 2-on-1, so he cannot target both of us. He's dead this turn. I could have played the knife, but then Van Helsing would have died. I guess Mina could have then played knife too. I had to either play double knife or double dodge. And I'm doing it like this, so then I get more IDS points. Because IDS may well be very, very important. So I'd rather have... Did you just draw double claws? No, you had fangs. Okay. That's fine. You're dead anyway. There's no mesmerize on you. And now it's GG. GG. Wild chase and lots of Dracula events. Which is what I know the folks at home want to see, but as a hunter, it's not. just had a little bit too many resources at the end, but it was very difficult with the wild horses. They made that very hard. Fortunately, he put bats into Brussels and not something else, because that would have been awful if it had been any sort of damaging encounters. I could have easily lost that combat. But what did vampiric influence, unearthly influence, and wild horses. And the wild horses were very relevant at the end there. The misplay, I think the main thing I misplayed from my side was just checking Valona. I was just kind of worried if it was a vamp, then I'd have to, that would mature, and then I'd have to still do a Cagliari. But in hindsight, I should have maybe expected a fog, and I should have run out. What happened then also at the beginning? Yeah. Yeah, I think the CG was wrong. I think what Skybreaker should have maybe done was use the wild horses as a fake out, because if he triggered them on Godalming, then I would have gone, oh, you're in Paris, and I would have sent everyone to Paris. And it makes sense because I suppose you weren't expecting the sense of emergency as well. Yeah, it's difficult. But my horse economy was a little bit ruined towards the end, so there's no guarantees I would have jumped on him. It can always come up at the wrong time. I was also very unfortunate at the beginning, the fact that the hoax mature went through. Yeah, I had pretty much every good card apart from Great Strength, I think. And Aggie would have helped in the later bit, but then Rufus did quite a bit of work. In terms of preventing more sea movement, which I think is kind of critical. Even though Rufus only did 1 damage, the fact that Rufus was in play limited what Dracula could do, so I think that's pretty important. Oh, I need to hunt Fangs of Fire later. Ooh, interesting. Well, I've got my Roller Coaster Tycoon stream, so I can't stream it even if I wanted to. Speaking of which, I need to go and have my dinner and then do that. Oh well, we got a win. Very, very difficult. Very, very tough. And I think it was something I'm thinking about with the Dark Call. The issue for me is just the fact that I'm always having to play against the Dark Call. I think it's one of these things where if you're always the Dracula player, or if you've got at least some experience playing as Dracula, then you'll probably like this rule, because it gives you more options. When you're playing against it all the time, it makes the game very awkward at times to play. But it's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. Yeah, I was kind of surprised about the lack of Ambush 2, to be honest. Was Unearthly Swiftness a bad idea? I don't think so. But I think it's just you always want... You want to try and use Unearthly Swiftness to either force through Mature, or have it in the last week. I don't know if using it when you go to sea is the right thing. I've never seen Unearthly Swiftness being used in that way. You kind of want to use it in the 4th week when you can accelerate the win condition. Or you need it to get out of a really sticky situation. I don't think Skybreaker was under enough pressure to warrant using it. I might be wrong. It did put me on the back foot a little bit in terms of positioning, but fortunately I had events to get me to where I need to be. Yeah, the Reckless at the beginning. Difficult game. Very, very tough game. As I said at the beginning, no easy games at all in this league. Very tough. But we got a win. That's 11 IDS, so that's very... it's going to be very relevant for us, and at least I'm going to finish on a positive win rate regardless of what happens next week, so not a bad thing. But yeah, tough game. All of these games have been really difficult. I had other ideas, they didn't pan out, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you manage to get the Fang on the Heavenly Host, then you don't need the Unearthly Swiftness then. You got the Unearthly Swiftness for later, but unfortunately, the Heavenly Hosts were not bitten, and it all worked out. Yeah, good luck, fellas. And now, if that's the case, if Skybreaker's playing Fangs of Fire, then I actually want Skybreaker to win that, because Fangs of Fire is on our tail. So yeah, funny how things just change in the league, where you want to beat somebody, then you instantly want them to win the next game. But anyway, so yeah, really tough game, but I'm glad I got the win. And yeah, no doubt I'll try to analyze this at some point afterwards, and I'll see some things. But yeah, I think maybe CG was played a little bit too fast, but I didn't want him to stay put where he was. Especially since Gadami wasn't able to move because the Chartered Carriage counts as a normal move, not as a special move. So that was a problem. I was able to just find him eventually. I had just enough movement. But yeah, I think moving Sewer to Valona to deal with that was the... Because in the end I didn't deal with the Vamp. I had to guess it was Athens and not Salonica, and I was wrong. If I could have dealt with that Vamp, then the game would have been a bit different, so I would have had an extra 2 days to find him. And that would have justified Sewer's time, I think. But that's okay. We got him in the end. 11 IDS. Another win for the Garlic Farmers. And we're maintaining our position in the top 4 for now. But we'll see if that continues until the end of play, which will be at probably the end of next week-ish. That will be the end of the league phase. We'll see where we finish, and then if we're on the top 4, then we're going to have a very difficult semi-final to deal with. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all in another game of Fury of Dracula very soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.